understanding the Quran, which type of translation, commentary do we need? Which type of commentary and translation? Okay, first option, any translation, any commentary. First option, any translation, any commentary. Second option, any translation, but only authentic commentary. Person of Sahih Aqidah should do commentary. Second option. Third option is, even the translation should be from a person of correct Aqidah, even the commentary should be from a person of correct Aqidah. Which one of these is correct? What do you think? First is any translation, any commentary. Second is any translation, but commentary should be from authentic person. Third is translation or commentary, both should be from a person of correct Aqidah and correct manhaj, methodology. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Quickly vote, quickly vote. 3, 2, 1. End polling. Results are on your screen, and mashallah, very good. 97% of our students gave the right answer. Right answer. See, you know what? There's a popular understanding among Muslims. Koi bhi tarjuma uthao, koi bhi tafseer uthao, you can understand the Quran. Pick up any Quran translation, pick up any commentary, and you can understand the Quran. They say. They say this. Now, but the right understanding is, do you know the Quran is an untranslatable book. No one can translate the Quran. And whatever translation you're reading is actually a commentary. A translation is actually a commentary, because words have multiple meanings. So what explanation a person is giving, that translation is actually a commentary. We need to understand this. It's not translatable. Quran is not a translatable book. Okay. So now there's a need to refer to authentic translations and tafseer. Okay. And for someone to do tafseer of the Quran, he should have good knowledge of Arabic language. He should have correct aqidah and manhaj. He should have the ability to check the narrations, the ahadith, which come in the section of tafseer, that so-and-so said this, so-and-so said this. So he should be able to verify that this hadith is sahih or not. Number 4, he should have knowledge of the sciences of the Quran. Like, for example, the rule of what is abrogating and what is abrogated, nasikh mansukh, and asbabul nuzul, the reasons of a revelation, and so on. And he should have good knowledge of the principles of Sharia for making your tafseer. Of course, you can read the Quran. What tafseer we get, we can pass on, we can convey, inshallah. But if you want to create your own tafseer, a person has to have these necessary minimum qualifications. Let me give you some introduction about certain tafasir, and I'm starting with the tafsirs in Urdu language, because many of them are also present in the English language. And I believe some of our students are also from the Urdu language and so on. Just a moment. Give me a minute. I have one section which was there in my earlier notes, and somehow it got missed in this. So I want to take a more complete version, inshallah. It should be beneficial. So we'll go through some trouble and go to that section, inshallah. Okay. Okay, I want to give you some examples of some wrong tafseers, just for knowing that what can go wrong. Some people say, "Arey, what can go wrong?" Let's see. Let's take one example. This is the translation and commentary by Muhammad Asad. Muhammad Asad. Now you can see this tafsir. For example, he says in the tafsir of Surah Jinn, jinns are legends, and or jinns are Jews are jinn. What are the jinns? Jinns are legend or Jews. Then Surah 3 verse 55, Isa was raised to the heavens. So he says in his commentary that he was not raised to the heaven. He has already passed away and will not return. You can see this. Tafsir of Surah 3 verse 47, he says, Isa al-Islam did not give life to people. He did not treat them. Tafsir of Surah 20 verse 77, he said, Muhammad Asad, he said that Musa al-Islam did not split the Red Sea. And Tafsir of Surah Fil, he said birds did not attack Abraha and his army of elephants. And Tafsir of Surah 3 verse 37, he said he denies miracles. Any verse which denotes miracles, they are metaphors, metaphorical. Meaning what? See, this is an example. This is just a small thing. Muhammad Asad, he has so many such own tafsirs of the Quran. Own driven. Jinns as legend. Jinns mean legend. What? Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Okay. But he's done this. He's done tafsir of the Quran. We have another example of Abdullah Yusuf Ali. See, even though the translation of the Quran was very good after in the English language, it was considered good. It went through certain changes which was revised in Saudi also. But however, let us not forget that maybe it was the times that they lived in, the lack of knowledge, shortage of ilm, whatever be the reason, Allah knows best. But finally, the mistakes are there. For example, he has translated throne, arsh. He says throne of authority. For example, he says that in the commentary that modern day interest does not fall under the prohibition of interest. If you read the verses, Surah 2 verse 275, if you read his commentary, Abdullah Yusuf Ali, you will find this there. Another example, while describing Jannat and Jahannam and their details, describing Jannat and Jahannam, so he considers there are details to be metaphors rather than real places. If you read the places, any of the surahs which deal about Jannat and Jahannam in his original commentary. See, let's see the revised one which came from Saudi, the blue color one, they have changed it. Another thing, Buruj has been translated as zodiacal signs. Buruj is not zodiacal signs. See, zodiacal signs, Scorpio, Cancer, and so on. This is astrology. It's not astronomy. And Buruj means star constellation. It's not zodiacal signs. Another example, that jinn could refer to people who are strangers in Arabia. People who are strangers in Arabia, they are called jinns. He's also come up with the same problem. Like Muhammad Asad, actually. In these some of these areas, Abdullah Yusuf Ali. But let us understand that people do blunder when they break the rules of tafsir. Tafsir of the Quran, from the hadith, from the asar of the Sahaba. And that is the reason for getting correct tafsir, you need people of correct aqidah and manhaj. Another example, we can look at this Urdu tafsir. You can see this Urdu tafsir, which is, you can read the name on this. Now, you can read the example that of Surah 18 verse 110. What does the verse say? See down here. Qul innama ana basharum mithlukum. What word translation is given here? That you say, indeed, I am a human being like you. I'm a human being like you. Now, what he has said, he said that in the apparent Zahiri Surati Bashar, meaning in what appears to be, I'm a human being like you, in what I look like a human being, meaning I'm not really a human being, but I look like a human being. But if you see the verse, if you see the words Zahiri Surate Bashari, the apparently I look like a human being, these words are not there in the Quran. That's why I've given word to word translation from Hafiz Nazar Ahmad, who's accepted among these scholars also, among these people also. They also accept this translation. So going on, let's look at another example, which was done by Tahir Qadri. You can see in Surah 18 verse 110, he says that सिर्फ फरमा दीजिए मैं सिर्फ बाखलकत ज़ाहिरी बशर होने में तुम्हारे मिसल हूँ, meaning Only in what I appear to be like a human being, I'm like you. In that appearance, I'm like you. In appearance. But meaning what? I'm not really a human being. I only appear to be a human being. But these words which you see in the brackets over here, they're nowhere there in the Quran. They're there in what he has made out to be. So these are examples for those people who say that no, any translation you pick up, any commentary you pick up, you will be guided of the Quran. No, it's wrong. There are some people who just don't understand this. I have met these kind of people. They say, no, everything has some good. But there's some basic issues of Aqidah, something of Tawheed, something of the correct methodology. You will find big blunders when the methodology of the translator is wrong. Huh? So we should know this. Okay. Another example is a tafsir by Muhammad Abdu, where he has denied the, it's in Arabic, very popular of recent times, Tafsir al-Manar. But I just give you an example. He said that I said the rule. He said that I will not use in tafsir anything which has been already mentioned, anything which is written. I'll come up with a totally fresh tafsir. Totally fresh tafsir. I will not refer to, and I will not come up with anything which is already done, anything which is mentioned about this verse, a totally new mind, fresh mind. But you will find he denied the miracles of the prophets, and used his own mind in this tafsir, Muhammad Abdu. But these are examples of how things can go wrong. Another example, the famous example of the nation of Islam, where they interpreted this verse of the Quran, يَوْمَ يُنْفَخُ فِي السُّورِ وَنَحْشُرُ الْمُجْرِمِينَ يَوْمَئِذٍ زُرْقًا. So they said, what is zurqa? What is the meaning of zurqa? So they say zurqa means blue. When the trumpet will be blown, the criminals will be having their eyes blue, will be raised up. Arabic word zurqa means blue, but actually it means bleary-eyed. They will be out of the fear. The fear of that day will be so severe that it will be there in the eyes. Okay, someone is asking, can we read the revised blue translation? It's not a good option. Why? Because though it has been revised, yet there are several things. Why not better tafseers have come today? There was a time when nothing was available, but now better tafseers are available. So you shift from that Yusuf Ali blue one also to the better ones. Let's go on. So this is an example of how tafseer a person can come up with a new tafseer, how deviation comes up. And someone has interpreted Surah 95 verses 1 to 5 to mean that this is confirming the Darwin's theory. No way is Darwin's theory anywhere there in this, but it's your own understanding. So people are today in the times of YouTube, and anyone can make a video. So there are people who are coming up with interpretations and understanding of the Quran never heard of. So now we were looking at some tafseers, and I'll give you some examples of some good tafseers. Let's start. Okay, let's start with this tafseer. This is tafseer from Tafseer ibn Kathir. It's in 6 volumes in Urdu and 10 volumes in English. Now, Tafseer ibn Kathir, it's considered from the Ummahatut Tafasir, the mothers of tafsir, one of the best tafasirs. So 3 tafsirs are considered from the mothers of tafsir. One of them is Tabari, one of them is Ibn Kathir. So we find that this is one of the best tafsirs available. It's available in English language also. You will get an app also, very good app. If you have this app, Al-Quran, word to word and tafsir, it has Tafseer ibn Kathir and many other tafasir also there in it. So we should, this is a very good tafsir, the tafsir bil riwaya. See, there are 2 methodologies. Tafsir bil riwaya is tafsir by narration. And there's tafsir bil ra'y, tafsir by opinion. So there are some tafsirs which are considered as tafsir by opinion, and there's something called tafsir bil riwaya. So this is tafsir bil riwaya. Another tafsir we find is of Hafiz Salahuddin Yusuf. The app is Al-Quran. Someone has asked the question, can I send the app name? Yes, Shakil bhai, can you please put it in the students group, inshallah. Al-Quran, it's a green color icon. Word for word and commentary. Word for word and commentary, something like this. So this you can, inshallah. This is the app. Very good app, mashallah. I'll just tell you what is good. You can see this? You can't see this. I think I'll need to take some kind of screen sharing like Shakil bhai. Okay. Until then, let's start off Asanul Bayan. Ahsanul Bayan is a wonderful tafsir, and now it's available in English also, alhamdulillah, since a few years now. Ahsanul Bayan by Hafiz Salahuddin Yusuf. The commentaries by Hafiz Salahuddin Yusuf, and the English translation has been done by Darus Salam team. So it's a simple translation, simple commentary, short, and it has many of the issues which are discussed in the Indian subcontinent and current, since it's a recent tafsir. So we find several current issues which are under discussion in these years, these generations. So we find them, and also the commentary, the Sheikh Hafiz Salahuddin Yusuf, he has made a rule that he will take only Sahih Hadith. And let me also mention, see, Tafsir ibn Kathir, Imam ibn Kathir was collecting riwayah, narrations. He has collected the narrations. There are other scholars who have checked the narrations, that these narrations which have been collected and compiled by Imam ibn Kathir, which of them is Sahih, which of them is Zaid. Meaning Ibn Kathir, he collected and compiled. Not necessary that every narration in Ibn Kathir was Sahih. But what Darus Salam has did, and Sheikh Safiur Rahman Mubarakpuri, when he worked on this tafsir, he has gone a long way in not collecting the Zaifa Hadith in this tafsir of the Quran. Zaifa Hadith. Yes. Let me go on to the next tafsir, Ahsanul Bayan. Ahsanul Bayan I have explained. This is a very nice tafsir, alhamdulillah. Then we have Tafsir As-Sadi by Sheikh Abdul Rahman As-Sadi. It's in 3 volumes in Urdu, 10 volumes in English. 10 volumes in English. Somehow everything goes into English, it becomes more. Somehow. Now, this is a recent tafsir. Sheikh Abdul Rahman As-Sadi is a teacher of Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen. He died in the 1960s something. And he has compiled, it's a very nice tafsir. And it's good for general masses and also for students of knowledge. Meaning, it appeals to both. It appeals to both. And what is his style? If you see his style of tafsir, that he doesn't deviate very far away from the verse which is being discussed. He sticks more closely to the text of the Quran and tries to come back as much as possible and stay as close to the Quranic verse as possible. See, some of us when they go into tafsir, so one connection to another connection to third connection to fourth connection, and then they at times go very far away from the verse which is being discussed. But the Tafsir As-Sadi has this quality that it sticks more closely to the verse of the Quran. Tafsir As-Sadi, wonderful tafsir, worth reading, worth having, and you find this, it's available in PDF. PDF is available. App I did not find, though I tried to find some good app with Tafsir As-Sadi, but I could not find even the app which was available. It was actually giving the PDF. So PDF is available. You can keep your PDF with you and you can see that, inshallah. Okay, next. Tafseerur Rahman. Now, this is a wonderful tafsir in Urdu. Tafsir by Sheikh Abdul Rahman Kailani. Wonderful tafsir, Tafseerul Quran. Wonderful tafsir. Why is it good? It's a tafsir with the ayat, ahadith, the statements of the Salaf, and he has also explained the masail, the fiqhi masail and fawaid, the benefits, and he has condemned the false aqaid, the false aqaid which are prevalent in today's times. He has even condemned them wherever the verse of the Quran is connected to any false aqidah. He's shown that people say this, but this verse says this. And it is also one very good tafsir where he describes the war scenes, the maghazi, where he gives a complete background. Wonderful tafsir. And he's also warned about current fitnas of times. But sadly, this tafsir has not yet been translated into the English language. Though someone had approached us that if someone can do this project, I wonder that project where it's reached. But I believe somebody should bring this tafsir out for the English masses also. Right now, it's only in Urdu. Tafseerul Quran. So on, we go on. And this tafsir also has, you will find the verses which are connected to science. He's also brought in those verses with the scientific commentary, meaning very up to date. Alhamdulillah. Then we have Tafseerur Rahman by Sheikh Dr. Muhammad Luqman As-Salafi. We find this is also recent tafsir. It's an easy tafsir, and he's given the Sahih Hadith, and he's tried to compile the previous tafsir into this tafsir, statements from previous tafsir into this tafsir. Alhamdulillah. Going on to the next, we have Tadabbur wal Amal, wonderful tafsir. Al-Quran, Tadabbur wal Amal. This has just, I think, not yet come in the market. And right now, there are only 3 volumes. It's 10 volumes in original Arabic, and it's being translated from Arabic to Urdu. And this one, somebody should translate this into English. Some people have translated certain verses. Certain surahs have been translated. You will find many of those Saudi printed books, they have these certain surahs. Al-Quran, Tadabbur wal Amal. Now, what is the benefit of this? We find that there are question answers given. Question answers given after every few verses. After every few passages, there's a question answer. And there's also an invitation that you do tadabbur and act on it. So this is a very good tafsir for that purpose, alhamdulillah. Tadabbur wal Amal. And there's another tafsir, Tafseer Sanai, which is by Sheikh Sanaullah Amritsari, where this is also tafsir by Riwaya. And he made, it's in 8 volumes. It started in 1895 and the last volume in 1931. Tafsir Sanaullah Amritsari, but Tafsir Sanai. And where he has answered questions of those people who create attacks against Muslims. So he's answered those questions. And that time we find the Arya Samajis who are attacking Islam and Muslims. So he has answered their questions also. And he's given the Asbab al-Nuzul. We find that those times when he wrote this tafsir, the Qadianis were on a rise. So he's given answers to the questions raised by Qadianis. However, this tafsir has one shortcoming, is that Sheikh Sanaullah Amritsari, maybe the certain things were, meaning certain things which were not common knowledge at that time, certain hadith checking and so on. Overall, still it's a good tafsir. Let's go on to the next tafsir by Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, which is Tarjumanul Quran. It's in 3 volumes, and this is English translation is also available, English translation. So it's a very detailed tafsir, like you will find very detailed tafsir of Surah Al-Fatiha. Very good, very easy language. However, there's a big mistake and blunder in this tafsir, which all due respect, what we know, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, before his death, he had taken back his views, wherein the mu'jiza, the miracles of the prophets, he does certain ta'wil. So other than that, rest all is good. Other than the miracles of the prophets, he does certain things by coming to this, that these were not miracles, meaning in the sense, these miracles were natural phenomena rather than something miraculous happening there. But this was something which was very prevalent in those times, and maybe he also fell into it initially, but towards the end of his life, he changed his view on that. And however, he has really given good answers to the westernization which was coming in at that time. He has really answered that very well, refuted it very well. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Tarjumanul Quran. It's also available in English. And in English tafsir, we find the brief tafsir, Tafsir Sahih International. Sahih International is a good tafsir, alhamdulillah. Good English translation. It's not the archaic and deep thou type of English, but there are hardly any commentaries, hardly any notes. And another good tafsir is by Muhammad Mohsin Khan and Taqiyuddin Hilali, and it has hadith quotations. Hadith quotation. It has 2 versions: a short version which is only in 1 volume, and a long version which is in 9 volumes. However, many a times you are left wondering that this hadith, how is this connected to the verse? But if you think deeply, you will understand, okay, this is how it's connected. However, it's not, the tafsir is not the kind of an explanation kind of a tafsir. He's just mentioned hadith. The explanation angle is missing actually in this. Another problem this has is, it has too many brackets in the translation. Meaning while reading the translation, there's so many brackets because he's put certain tafsir within the brackets. And however, other than that, after Yusuf Ali, the first authentic tafsir to come was the Noble Quran by Muhammad Mohsin Khan. It was one of the good tafsirs, alhamdulillah. Further, this is Tafsir Ibn Kathir in English, and I've already mentioned this detail, Tafsir As-Sadi in English. We have Tafsir Ahsanul Bayan. Sorry, it's not 10 volumes, it's 5 volumes. 5 volumes in English, a little bigger volumes. And this is Tafsir Jalalain. It's also available in Urdu, English. Tafsir al-Jalalain is a grammatical tafsir, where word meanings have been pointed, very brief. It's generally considered very good for students of knowledge. For people who are studying Arabic, it's good to refer to Tafsir Jalalain. And in the app which I mentioned, Tafsir Jalalain is also available in that. So these were some tafsirs. I have some questions coming in chat. Some people are saying that the tafsir, Tafhimul Quran. Sorry, 1 minute. Tafheem al-Quran by Maulana Maududi, right? Can the student just clarify? Are you talking about the Tafheem by Maulana Maududi? Yes, okay. So by Maulana Maududi, this is not counted as one of the authentic tafsirs for multiple reasons. And I'm not here right now to give a full this, but it's not counted as one of the authentic tafsirs for multiple reasons. You will find so several reasons. I don't want to go into it right now. It's multiple reasons in that. Then someone has said what about Dr. Israr Ahmad's tafsir? Dr. Israr Ahmad's tafsir is not considered one of the authentic tafsirs for multiple reasons. See, you know what? Now we are on the 14th topic. This is the 14th topic of our course. And there's so many topics which you have learned. The translator or the commentator, he has to be a person of correct aqidah and manhaj. He has to be very clear about all of these 14 issues we have discussed. So if they're not belonging to the correct methodology, then a person's thoughts are reflected in his translation and commentary knowingly or unknowingly, willingly or unwillingly. But this is what happens. What opinions they hold on to, they come in ways and manifest themselves in many ways. That is the reason we should refer to authentic tafsirs of the Quran. And this is very important, my brothers and sisters. We should be very clear. See, if you've understood 14 topics, then this is the 14th topic. Understanding this won't be so difficult, inshallah. Yeah. Roman English translation. Roman English. You know, when I first heard this, started getting familiar with the word Roman English, so I used to find it very amusing that how Roman English, but now it's become so common that what to say, Roman English. Roman English, I think you can get Asunul Bayan, if I'm not mistaken. It's also available in Roman English. Can someone tell Roman English? Roman English, you understand, na? Which is Urdu written in English. So anyone understand? Remember some good translation in Roman English? Can someone suggest? Okay. There's a question about other tafsirs which I'm not very familiar, so I can't comment on them. Wahiduddin Khan, for sure, Wahiduddin Khan's commentary is not authentic. Wahiduddin Khan, for sure, his tafsir is not authentic. Be very clear about it. See, we should know about the methodology. Now check up the author which you're talking of. Was he clear about all of these questions, topics we have studied? Was he clear about Tawheed to start with? Okay. Was he clear about the topic of Sunnah and Bidah? The topic of only Sahih Hadith, not Zaif Hadith, not fabricated Hadith? The topic of respecting all scholars, but only following the scholar who has proof, and accepting all the scholars as our scholars. We don't divide the scholars here, Hanafi and the Shafi and Maliki and Hanbali. We say Imam Abu Hanifa is also ours, Imam Shafi is ours, Imam Maliki, Imam Malik, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, and all the scholars of the Ummah. Anyone who has proof, we accept him. So you should check up, inshallah. Okay. If there's something else, so inshallah.
Abdul Karim Parik sir.
Yeah. Okay, my brothers and sisters, we have time for a few minutes for question answers. So now you can go on for live question answer directly. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Translation Abdul Karim Parik sahab ka translation ka.
Abdul Karim Parik sahab translation, I don't recommend.
Hindi.
When there are other alternatives available, when there are other alternatives available, then we should not go in for someone who's not known not to be on the. Meaning, there's someone. See, we should understand. There may be someone who's good, who's neutral, who's somewhere in between. But is he yet there? Is he on the manhaj of the Salaf? We should check up. So it's very important. Like for example, if Maulana Abdul Karim Parik, if you go one generation down to Abdul Ghafoor Parik, so what views did he hold? He held the view that there's no azab-e-qabr. That people in Jahannam, when they go in Jahannam, then there's forever Jahannam and forever Jannat. No question of some people coming out of Jahannam. There will be no Dajjal, no Dajjal, no this, so on. So what happens is, when people work, their opinions get reflected. I'm not talking of Maulana Abdul Karim Parik. I'm talking of his son, Abdul Ghafoor Parik. But things did come in. So, and since I'm not an expert in Jara wa Ta'dil of the current times. So then I want to stop over here with individual names. I think it's not a good idea. Understand the usul from me. Inshallah. Understand the usul from me. Yes. Okay. Any other questions? Yes. Any questions, brothers and sisters? If you don't have Tafseer Asrul Bayan in English, you should get it. Wonderful Tafseer. You should get it, inshallah. PDF is also available, by the way. Asrul Bayan English, PDF is available on the net. Tafsir Qurtubi is from the best of Tafasirs. Tafsir al-Qurtubi. But it's in Arabic. You will get references from Tafsir al-Qurtubi. Somebody should work to translate them, or people should read Arabic directly then. It's from the Ummahatul Tafasir. They counted as a mother of the Tafasirs. Okay. Siratul Nabi padne mein bhi ehtiyat karna chahiye. Meaning, should we be cautious while reading the Seerah also? Yes. In fact, you should be cautious in getting all ill. Get it from authentic people. If you get from inauthentic people, you won't even come to know when you got influenced with some wrong thought. We are human beings. We are not robots. And we are not such scholars that we can differentiate and distinguish between everything. See, scholars are experts. My water purifier can clean the water. But if I say that I'm going to have dirty water and it will get clean inside, it will get clean. No, it doesn't happen this way. The water purifier can clean, but I cannot clean. So we should be very clear about it. Get pure knowledge, my brothers and sisters. Don't take mixed knowledge. Time is limited. Life is limited. If you have time, read Asnul Bayan, read Tafseer ibn Kathir. So many volumes to finish. Read Tafseer al-Sadi, 10 volumes. So why you want to leave the authentic and then go for the inauthentic? It's not good, na? So much authentic is available. So much good authentic is available. Yeah. For learning the Seerah, you can refer to Rahiq al-Maktoum by Sheikh Safiur Rahman Mubarakpuri. It's one of the good Seerah books. You can also refer to the Tafseer, so the Seerah, 3 volumes by Ali as-Salabi, printed by Darus Salam. That's also good Tafseer. Not Tafseer, Seerah, biography of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Muhammad Junagadi, of course, he's a good translation. It's a good translation. What I showed Salahuddin Yusuf was the commentary. Muhammad Junagadi is the translation. Sheikh Khalil's course by Sirat al-Nabi. Yes, it's a good one, mashallah. You mean to say Sheikh Khalil is not authentic and we are promoting him? Of course he's authentic. So he's authentic and his Seerah course is also authentic and he's been very cautious about it. So you can attend, inshallah. Timings are same as this. Now what? So you need to, then you can see the video of Sheikh Khalil. Yeah. Okay. We have few minutes left. Any questions? All of you? Any questions? Tajalliyat in-Nubuwwat. This is actually Sheikh Safiur Rahman Mubarakpuri. Sheikh Safiur Rahman Mubarakpuri. He wrote the first biography, Rahiq al-Maktoum. After that, he wrote another biography of the Prophet Tajalliyat in-Nubuwwat. People say that this is a better biography than that also because he tried to improve on it. So this is good. Can I recap on the slides which I showed about Tafseer? I can go backwards. So here we have Tafseer Jalalain. Then we have Tafseer Ahsanul Bayan. We have Tafseer As-Sadi. We have Tafseer Ibn Kathir. You're going to get this tomorrow, inshallah. Tafseer Ibn Kathir. Then the Noble Qur'an by Muhammad Mohsin Khan. And then we have Sahih International. Sorry? Did someone say something? Okay. Then we have Tarjumanul Quran, which is also available in English by Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. It's good, but you have to be cautious about one issue, miracles of the prophets. And then we have Tafsir Sanai by Sheikh Sanaullah Amritsari. I don't know if this has been translated into English yet. I don't think so. Tadabbur wal Amal, Al-Quran Tadabbur wal Amal, which is a very good one, but it's only parts have been translated into English. In Urdu, there are 3 volumes, but they've not yet been released for the general public. They're privately available if you know someone from Jamia Muhammadiyah, Malegaon. They've done the work, mashallah. Tafseerur Rahman by Dr. Luqman Salafi. And this is a tafsir which I wish comes in English soon. Tafseerul Quran by Sheikh Abdul Rahman Kilani. And then there's Tafsir al-Sadi. And there's, of course, we've seen Ahsanul Bayan already, and we've seen Tafsir ibn Kathir. The name of Tafsir ibn Kathir is Al-Misbah al-Munir. Al-Misbah al-Munir. So some people don't know the name of Tafsir ibn Kathir, they know. This is Al-Misbah al-Munir. Carry on. Okay, any other questions?
Assalamu alaikum. Can you
Walaikum
please
salam.
say?
Someone is saying Sheikh Khalil, which book he has written? Sheikh Khalil has not written. He's teaching a course on Sira from IIC currently, mashallah. And there are certain notes which he'll be giving, I think, in that. I'm not familiar which other book you're talking about. Yeah. Any question?
Yeah. Will you send this book's name in the group?
Yeah, inshallah.
Possible?
You'll get this PowerPoint only, inshallah.
Inshallah. Jazakallahu khairan kaseer.
Wait.
And which is the best book for the Sira you told? Sir?
Ar-Rahiq al-Maktoum.
Ar-Rahiq al-Maktoum. Jazakallahu khairan.
Wait.